Fortnite weapons that completely broke the game. Many of these guns have been vaulted or permanently removed from Fortnite, but a few are still in the game. Also, there are 1 or 2 weapons on this list that 99% of you will not even remember ever being in the game, so be sure to watch the full video to find out what those are. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off on the list is the Zapatron. The Zapatron was one of the few guns that was in Fortnite Battle Royale right when it was released, and this gun was one of the best guns in the game. In fact, it was probably one of the best guns ever to exist in all of Fortnite. However, the Zapatron was only in the game for the first 5 days, then Fortnite decided it was way too overpowered and that it didn't belong in the game. Also, when Fortnite Battle Royale first came out, the game was not very popular and there weren't many players playing it. Because of this, very few people ever got to see or use the Zapatron, but fortunately, out of those very few people, one person actually got it on live stream, and we have a clip of that today. So without further ado, let's check it out.
On a le droit à un Zapotron légendaire et un kit de Sui. Donc, voyons voir ce que vaut ce petit Zapo machin légendaire.
Next up on the list is the Quad Launcher. So the Quad Launcher was added to the game a few days ago. The day it was added, people were immediately saying it's way too overpowered and it either needs to be vaulted or nerfed. Don't get me wrong, it's a very fun weapon, but I have to agree that it may be a bit too overpowered. There are several reasons why the Fortnite community as well as many professional players think it needs a nerf. First of all, the shots explode on impact, so it acts similar to a rocket launcher. Along with that, the rocket it shoots flies very fast, more like a grenade launcher. So it's like an overpowered combination of those two guns. But last of all, there isn't much time between shots, so you can just keep firing it really fast to shoot down structures or eliminate players. So that's why a lot of people are saying the Quad Launcher is overpowered or it needs a nerf, but feel free to share your thoughts below. I have a clip from FaZe Cloak just to show how easy this gun is to use and get kills with, so now let's check it out.
Oh, he has one too! Alright, let's do this! Where you going, boy? Get your back here. Hit a gold one.
Next up on the list is the jetpack. Many of you guys probably remember this being in the game, but if you didn't, it was removed back in early July. Go ahead and comment below jetpack if you remember it. Anyways, when the jetpack was first added to the game in May, it was hated by a lot of people. The community was starting to feel that Fortnite was changing into an entirely different game. It ruined build fights because it was so easy to get the high ground, and if your structure got shot down from below you, it was nothing to worry about because you could just use your jetpack to fly down safely. It wasn't just build fights, just any time you'd have to build up, you could fly up instead, and building became much less important overall. So the reason most of the Fortnite community thought it was broken was because building is the key difference between Fortnite and other games. So many people love the game because building is an entirely different skill unique to Fortnite. For many people, that uniqueness is what keeps them playing and what makes the game special. Anyways, I have a clip of the jetpack before Fortnite vaulted it, so now let's go and check this out.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I got it! Oh my god, I got it!
Oh my god, you got it!
Oh, okay.
Off that guy?
Wait, how do I?
Oh my god.
How do I? Oh,
Pretty sure that was
okay,
Michael.
okay,
Pretty
okay.
sure that was Michael.
Are you serious?
Oh my god, he has it. I didn't even see it.
Does it recharge?
How do you get rid of it?
All right, I'm gonna do the ultimate test. You guys ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here I go. Here I go. Oh,
Here, I'm ready.
I'm
not even there yet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's sick.
Oh. Here, try it out.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Here it goes, guys. Here we go. Yes. Yeah, let's go! Let's go!
Next up on the list is the guided missile. So the guided missile is in the game right now, but it was much more overpowered when it was first added. The guided missile was added to the game in patch 3.4, which was in March earlier this year. At first, it was way too overpowered. Not only did it do a ton of damage, it took a very long time until it would explode in the air, so the guided missile had crazy range and was just way too easy to get kills with. If you found one in game, you would have a very much increased chance of winning. The Fortnite community was saying everywhere that the guided missile was way too overpowered, so when Epic Games saw this, they said they shared the same concerns and they removed it in the next patch. However, this wasn't the end. Fortnite actually added the guided missile back into the game in August, but it was nerfed so the rocket couldn't travel as far and it also did less damage. It was a big surprise to see it come back to the game, but I have a clip of the guided missile from back in March before it got nerfed and when it was way better. So now let's go and check out this clip.
This is my life.
I'd rather you jump earlier than later.
Okay, dude, it's...
My boy.
Alright.
I got you, baby. Here they are, here they are, here they are, here they are.
What? He lived?
Yeah.
I shot a rocket also! Send in the assistance!
I'm coming, dude! I'm coming, bro! It's coming in, dude! Target acquired! It's going down! Send in the backup!
Next up on the list is the C4. The C4 was added back in March of this year, and at first it really didn't seem like much of a problem. People would try placing it next to chests, supply drops, llamas, or anything of that sort to make a trap. It was just a fun item to use. As time went on, many players started using them in build battles and they were extremely overpowered for two reasons. The first is that they had a giant blast radius so they could take down an entire building or structure all at once. If there were two players building up to each other, one could just throw C4 at the other and that single C4 would destroy their entire structure. The other reason the C4 was overpowered was the amount of damage it could do. You could quickly throw it at someone instead of using your gun and it would be just as effective, in fact probably more effective. As people started to realize how overpowered the C4 is, it became an essential item for many players to have, and the community was starting to hate it, so Fortnite vaulted it for the start of Season 6. I have a clip of the C4 being used in the build fight, and this really shows why it got removed, so let's go and roll the clip.
Right on me right now? No, dude, you blocked me. One shot, got him.
Right below.
Hold on. Beat him.
Lasered.
Tagged him in the head. It's 5 more people, so we're high ground. Yeah, last two are under us. Last two are under us right now. Do you have any split?
I have C4.
C4 right, yeah, right there.
That's so dumb, bro. Like, I actually cringe, bro. I actually cringe. Legit, I could have gave my controller to a dog, bro, and he could have won the game. Like, when it comes to C4 like that, it's so dumb. Yeah, right there. Dead. Feels bad, man.
Alright, I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that'll only take 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works, and now let's get into number 1 on the list. Next up on the list is the shopping cart. So you're probably thinking, how is the shopping cart a weapon and how is it overpowered? The answer is very simple. When the shopping cart was first added to the game, it was very broken and there were so many problems with it. If the shopping cart was at a certain angle, it could glitch out and fly out of the map or just anywhere in any direction at all. Also at the same time, it was so easy to glitch under the map that many people started trying that out using the shopping cart, and obviously Fortnite did not plan or intend for any of this to happen. There were even cases where you could be driving a shopping cart that could randomly start glitching and spinning really fast and then kill you. So not only were these overpowered, they were even a bit risky to use. I found a clip to show how crazy these glitches could be, so now let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Get ready. I'm gonna get on the trail. Drive by!
If you enjoyed the video, slap that like button, subscribe with notifications on for more, and feel free to join my Discord link below. But one last thing, subscribe to my friend's channel on screen. Go surprise him right now. That would mean the world to me. Anyways, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.